Everybody wants their family to be healthy, their kids to just be okay, and to have a shot at a life that's fun, that's exciting, that's interesting. And when you can't even get off the ground, Help the Children makes a difference.
When I see a box and I know it's being delivered and a child's going to open that box, it warms my heart. It makes me want to do more.
Help the Children, unlike most of the other organizations that are similar, 99 cents out of every dollar goes into the program of feeding and helping communities both locally and all over the world.
16 years ago, it started in our living room floor. We had our wedding list and we were putting labels on to send to our friends and family, asking for help, telling them we're starting our own organization, and so that's where it started.
The people that come here, their needs are varied and wide-ranging. In some cases, it's somebody who has been sick, hasn't been able to work, therefore has no food. They can't afford it. In some cases, it's someone who their unemployment has run out, and they have kids, they're trying to feed them.
We're blessed that we have an organization like Help the Children that not only thinks of the community, but also the military family throughout the country.
Help the Children gave me this wheelchair. I was renting one, and money was getting really, really tight. And just, God put Joseph in our path with the Help the Children program. And they gave us this wheelchair. It's been a godsend.
I work at the local Home Depot. Home Depot has a real heart for veterans. Home Depot is a push to the veterans, and they were able to utilize Help the Children. One veteran had a flood in his home, and luckily all the cabinets for his kitchen and everything that he needed to rebuild his kitchen were here, and he was able to get that at no cost, which is a great benefit for our veterans who are in need.
The impact of the organization is something that I've never seen before.
I have a 5-year-old son who's a special needs. Coming here every week has really saved my life in many ways. I have food, I have the right nutrition. It's not just regular food, it's healthy food. It's so embarrassing when you don't even have a snack to send with your son, and all the other kids, they get their snacks, and it's a horrible feeling. It's scary, you feel bad, you feel like, it should be so much better.
When they first come here, sometimes our clients are literally in tears and they're choking on their tears because they never thought they'd have to ask for help.
In our community alone, there's over 1,000 children that are going to school that are homeless. They've had over 26,000 visits just here in this community alone. And without that, where would they go?
We've been a member in participation with Help the Children for about 6 years. We've served over 45,000 individuals, over 11,000 families, and our volunteers, just last year alone, we got 1,000 volunteers that started coming to us to wanting to help. So we've got more and more people wanting to help us to help others.
This organization just fills a great void. And I don't think they really realize that filling the void with clothes and food really fills the void in their heart. And it takes a lot of stress off family, and I think that's extremely important.
We've had people come in to the communities, and they've spoke to us. And one, I remember, she came in with kids, and she drove over to the house, and I walked out to hand her the food. And she looked at me and she said, "Bob, you guys can't stop this." She said, "You don't know how many of us out here have nothing. We don't have any food to eat. We don't know where we're going to be at night. And with Help the Children, we can help them. And we thank you for that."
I remember a particular situation where a family came to our church. They were homeless. They had nothing to eat. And the little girl had asked her mom in the morning that she wanted a Big Mac. And the mom was really sad because she had nothing to give the child except she had some ground beef at home. The next day she came and she told me, "Pastor, I'm so happy because when I came to get the food, there was hamburger buns, there was lettuce, there was tomatoes, and there was potatoes, and I was able to make my daughter a hamburger and fries." And she said, "Mom, this is way better than McDonald's." Those type of things make us so happy because we're able to help people who really need it.
Help the Children does a lot overseas. They have an Oasis School, an orphanage in Nairobi, Kenya, and they provide educational opportunities for girls. They also provide food and clothing and all the necessary care these girls need. They also have an amazing greenhouse program in Kenya where they teach children and their families how to grow food so they can eventually become food independent.
Help the Children began a hospital in Guatemala after a period of time of medical missions. In other words, dental and medical missions began throughout Central America, specifically focusing in the northern part of Guatemala. Guatemala has an area that is underserved by its own people, its own government. Roger Presgrove started years ago with an idea, and the local regional government said, if we give you some land, long-term lease, would you build a hospital? And he said, we can do it.
Literally, we see thousands of people coming every day with broken down teeth, not able to smile because they're embarrassed. A lot of people hurting and in pain that are coming to us daily that just have nowhere else to go for care.
The hospital in Guatemala has literally transformed the northern region. Today, thousands of people are served in that area. An incredible service.
I've seen hundreds and hundreds of doctors' lives changed and thousands of patients' lives changed by the love that's shown, God's love in action for people as we take these teams around the world. I've seen men and women cry and say, I can't believe what you've done. I can smile again. Or the pain is gone. Or dentists that come with me and say, I've rediscovered why I went into the health professions in the first place. I wanted to make a difference in people's lives. The thing I love about these trips is the impact that it makes on the members of our teams and the thousands of people we're able to reach out and help.
I have a big vision for Help the Children, and with God, all things can be accomplished.
When I look at the trucks and I look at those pictures, it's like, wow, that's amazing. It brings a smile to my face. It brings joy.
This organization has so much to give. It's just going to grow and grow throughout the world.
They're like kind of a light of hope.
It's all give, 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 give. To me, that's something that's just irreplaceable in the world.
It's all about us helping others to help others.
You get to really see the impact.
We have county supervisors. We have assemblymen, senators. We have a 4-star general. You can't ask for more when a 4-star general calls us, how can I help Roxana and help the children?
Just to be able to give a little bit of hope that all is not lost.
You know, the hope of a person, it doesn't matter where you're from. The hope of a person changes a family, and the hope of a family changes a community. And the hope of a community changes a people. And Help the Children makes all of that difference.
Join with me, join with us, help the children.